Jerry Shenk from the 4-Star Video Cooperative is here with his picks of the month. Another year.
Another year. And it's going to be cold, right?
Yeah, great
now
weekend to watch a movie.
Well, these are all the kind of movies that you wait till the kiddies are in bed, and then you'll watch them.
Okay, not
for
various
reasons. You know, not for the reasons you might think necessarily, but just do that. The first one is Miyazaki's what he says will be his last film, The Wind Rising. And this is apparently a very pleasant film with an unusual hero. He's nearsighted and is an aeronautical engineer. Okay. In Japan, and the cartooning is just superb. You should watch it if for no other reason, just to see the beautiful pictures here. But being the age I am, and this is an age kind of thing, I found the film sinister. He's designing the kamikaze planes that will fly in World War II. Okay, and you know this, and you know what's going on, and it just struck terror into my heart while you're seeing all this beautiful cartooning.
Interesting.
So watch it and see, you know, and watch it with some people of different ages, not young people necessarily, though it's not. If you're young,
inappropriate.
Yeah, you won't get it. And it's a true story, except for the romantic part, which I discovered in looking it up online is not true, and that's strange. Okay. All right, moving on. Beneath the Harvest Sky. This has to do with potato harvest. In a community in Maine, which is a lot of, truck farming, and they do potatoes and gather them and send them away. And it's growing up in a small town. Once again, teenagers should probably watch this, but be there to plug their ears. There's a lot of vulgarity in this film. And again, it's a sinister place to go. What does it mean to grow up? It starts out with a high school principal telling the parable of identical twins separated at birth and how their lives seem to be about the same regardless of where they were. And is it nature or is it nurture? How can these people escape where they are?
Interesting.
And it's a very good film, very, very harsh.
Yeah.
It's extremely harsh. But again, it's a good watch. But again, send most people to bed and you can watch it.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Keep the volume down.
Keep the volume down. Next, in our trip to Italy, send them to bed for a different reason. This is a talking movie. And if you don't like people having a conversation and eating supper, you're not going to like this movie. It's kind of My Dinner with Andre over and over and over and over again, all right? They travel through Italy and do some very witty, sprightly conversation with some plot elements thrown in, very little. And some of them, you kind of, oh dear me, oh my. But it's entertaining and to watch these two people talk. It is a fictional story, despite how much they pretend it's true. It is not. Obviously not. There's a camera person there.
Obviously not.
And that kind of stuff.
But it's two guys sitting around talking.
Well, they travel. Oh, you get beautiful scenery.
Oh, Italy.
Yeah, two of the movies are beautiful, gorgeous, and this is one of them because you get the Italy scene. You get Italian restaurants. They go to the kitchen. You watch the people cook. You watch the meals being served. So it's kind of a food and talk evening.
All right.
And that was enjoyable. Finally, the new release of one of the greatest films of all time, Forbidden Games, a 1950s French film.
Let me get this out of the way. There we go.
Yeah, The Forbidden Games. While fleeing from the Nazis, the young girl child there sees her parents killed by a plane flying over, and she's taken up by a peasant family in France, and befriends the boy. And their forbidden games are death games in a cemetery, and pets, and gravestones, and all of that. It's a marvelous film on how do children deal with death. And again, it's, I wouldn't call it a romp.
Romp probably isn't the first word that comes to mind.
But it is one of the best films ever made, so it should be seen, and it's out in the new edition.
All right.
So anyhow, these are all, I know it's cold, but nevertheless, buckle down and learn some things.
Yes.
Okay.
4 great selections that can be found at the 4-Star Video Cooperative. We also have a list at channel3000.com and the Channel 3000 app, in case you didn't get all the titles. Happy New Year, Jerry.
Happy New Year to you.
We'll see you in a month, and we'll be right back with a final check of your forecast.